Shemai GTA fans, well, on the Black Friday we have the Oppressor motorbike on discount. So I've already bought that, so I'm not going to buy that again this time. And I also have the Mark II Oppressor, but this isn't as good as far as PvP, but it is far better than the Mark II at being Streethawk. But do you want to see something really funny? Something really, really funny. Look at that. I've not got bulletproof tires on this thing. But we're going to modify it in the Avenger. You can also modify it in the MOC. I'll probably show you a picture of Streethawk, the bike it's based off as well. Repair vehicle. Right, so what we're going to have to do first is get those wheels fixed. Tires, tire enhancements, bulletproof tires. Why does it not come with bulletproof tires? I'll show you first the customization, and then we will go through performance. You know, put missiles on it, that kind of thing. We also need to change the wheel type. So front wheel, we're going to go with the racer ones. I want to go with the track star. I like them better, but we're trying to make them just like Streethawk. That's the most important thing here. And that's the kind of wheels that Streethawk had. So Racer is the one to go for if you want to do Streethawk. Streethawk was a TV series. Also, the wheels have to be alloy. Oh no, I think they're too dark. I think they are too dark, but to hell with it. Put some blaze red in. That wasn't in there. No, frost white. Okay, that was in there. White was in there. Yeah. Okay, so in order to make Streethawk, we have a really nice kind of star livery, and we want to get rid of that. It was free, Galaxy Livery, free at Christmas. You got trees camo, you can have like candy canes, you can have all sorts of Christmas stuff, and go and give the season of goodwill to everybody. We're going to have none of that bar humbug because we are going to make Streethawk. Now it was a black, but it wasn't a is that a metallic? That's not a metallic. I'm not doing this just because I want to be cheap out, honest. So we're just going to go black. This is what Streethawk genuinely looked like, honestly. It was this rubbish. I mean, it was brilliant. It was brilliant at the time. It was amazing. So we've got all the armour and brakes. They were all upgraded. Fairing, on the other hand, was more chubby on Streethawk. So you want to go for the Sabre fairing. And mudguards, it did not have them, so we want to keep them off. Didn't have rear mudguards either. So we're not going to have them. Fuel tank was a bit more chubby. See that? It goes chubbier. And lights, headlights were just stock. They weren't xenon because it was the 80s. Didn't have xenon lights back then. Livery we've done. Let's have a look at the other liveries. Can you even see any of those? Let's have a look. Did it even work? Camos and all that kind of business. So there's all sorts of nice options here to really tailor this bike as you would expect. So pretty good, pretty good. Weapons, right? You have the stock weapon, which I think is a gun, but you want to get the missiles, basically. What else do you want to do with the wheels? Wheel colour? We've already gone through that, haven't we? Tyres, tyre enhancement, tyre design. Do we want to put special tyres on? Kind of, but this is not what Streethawk had, so we're not going to put them on. I don't think Streethawk had tyre smoke as well. But let's put some red tyre smoke on because let's pretend that they invented tyre smoke in the 80s. And that is it. Upgraded fully. Let's have a exit the vehicle. Let's just have a look at it and while it's under the light and see what it looks like. Go away, Brucey. So it's not a bad looking bike really. It's very 80s. Very much of the period of Streethawk. And notice it's got that jet on the back. Now let's get the freak out of this workshop and we can go and have some fun. What time is it? 3:47. The sun isn't up yet, but the night is still young. Right, so you can pop a wheelie, the usual business that you can do on Streethawk. Oh, where's my missiles? Have I got missiles on this? So you got missiles, you got homing off. There we go. Okay, there's your missiles, and if you press E, guess what happens? Woo! Speed. Bit scary, but it is super fast. Yeah, this is pretty awesome. That's awesome enough having the speed, but a lot of bikes do that. But if you press X, your wings come out, and you can go, well, hey. You can do the kind of queer business and go, way, do a loop. Be careful though, because if you plonk yourself straight in the ground, you will fall up, you will die basically. It's very easy to die on Streethawk, very easy. very easy to do, but it's all about just having a bit of fun with it. Jumping over buildings, not necessarily attacking people. Maybe we'll get the police out, shall we? Is it worth getting the police out? Oh, what's that? I mean, because there's no players in this session, it's not a public one. Oh, there we go. There we go. Police are out. Come on, police. Where's our police at? That would be nice if the police came out. Now, if you have a Mark II Oppressor, you are going to beat the Mark I Oppressor every time. But that kind of thing happens. I didn't even mean to do that. Where you basically smash it quite easily. Why is it blue? Did I make it blue? I don't remember making it blue. Is that a secondary colour? That's not Streethawk. Or is it just a light defying me? Alright. There we go. Police. Yes. No, not down there. Christ, I'm right, down here. I'm going to get them police yet. There they are. Okay. So the missiles are pretty damn good. Finally, we get some police to blow the freak out of. But it really excels at just flying. It's not really flying, it's rocket-powered gliding. So you press your rocket and you are up. You can do almost a 180 there, but doesn't quite do it. It's a lot more difficult to master this than the old Mark II Oppressor. That's why I bought the Mark II Oppressor first, because I watched my reviews on the YouTubes, and I thought, well, there's no point buying the Oppressor Mark I, because it's just not competitive anymore, and I don't think it is. You can blow up Mark II Oppressors, of course you can. But if you're more concerned about PvP, then the Mark II is the way to go. But with the Mark II, you have to have a nightclub, and you also have to have the terabyte to put the missiles on it, because you want to put the missiles on it, as you'll see in my video, to get the best out of it. So if you already have the Mark II Oppressor, then yeah, I think you should think about this. Why not? But just bear in mind that you may end up having it in the shed for quite a time if you forget about it, because it is a forgettable vehicle. It's like, I mean, some people enjoy these vehicles. I do enjoy it, but I kind of forget about them. And I end up cracking on with the Oppressor. Come on, another boost. No, we've run out of boosts. Police are after me. I'm trying to get into the hills, because this is where it gets fun. When you get into the hills, you can just launch off hills, and you can actually drive as well. Whereas in the city, you've got to be careful. You've got to watch out for the streets. Streethawk. The good thing about Streethawk in the 80s was you've got to watch Streethawk. I mean, I've not watched it since it was on the telly, so it's probably terrible. So maybe you shouldn't watch it. But it was they had this motorbike, this 80s motorbike. I don't even know what motorbike it was. I wasn't into motorbikes back then. And well, they sped it all up to make it look like it was going fast. They just speeded it up, and that meant that the actor, the stunt man, I think it was a man, who was driving it, his head bobbled from side to side really fast, which is hilarious. Oh, this is a problem with both Oppressors. They slide downhill, so look at this. Get on it quick before it slides down the hill. So yeah, it's pretty good off-road. And it was hilarious. Oh, whoa, get my wings out again. I mean, you'll get up Chiliad pretty quick in this. It's brilliant off-roader. Yeah, is it really off-roading? I mean, let's really have a look at it. Why have I left the silver on? I'm going to have to change that to make it a proper Streethawk build. I mean, what the freak? Come on. Alright, everyone. Let's get... So services, let's get the Avenger away. Return to storage. Because we are mega miles away from the Avenger. We've got to fix that. So, do like and subscribe if you found this useful. There's less of a paywall buying this than the Oppressor Mark II. It is fun. I'd say it's worth buying for the crack. I'm glad I bought it. But there's other things I'd buy first, like the Kazatka, obviously. I'd buy the Avenger first. because that is more useful. It's like the MLC, you know, with wings. I don't mean lillettes. I'm not talking about lillettes here, for your comfort and all that. Come on, get the gas on. Yeah, it can be a bit slow, this bike sometimes. You just have to nail it right. Cause I'm not brilliant in it. Things can get slowed down, but we want to fix this. I've still got president. Oh, you can request it from motorcycle president, but you've not got a cooldown. So that's pretty good, isn't it? So that's another benefit over the Oppressor Mark II. Services. So let's get MOC this time, even though it's just around the corner. Got all these police cars. I think you have a limit on your missiles as well. Let's see if we can do a bit of off-roading. I mean, the safest thing to do with this bike is to have your wings out all the time, really, because then you can always pull up and take flight if you run into a spot of bother. So that's a top tip there. It will take time to get used to. You will smash it. You will, especially in the city, and well, anywhere. You'll be sliding down these hills like nobody's business. So it's not as easy as the Mark II. So that's another reason why you might want to get the Mark II instead of this. All right, let's get in. Let's get in. Come on, get in that. Let's modify this freaking bike to make it Streethawk properly. The problem is I couldn't look at it. I couldn't see. You can rotate it in here. Why can't you rotate it in the Avenger? Didn't realise the Avenger was that bad. Right, we want to get transmission. Where's it gone? Still got a bit of a cold. Respray. Yeah, secondary colour. Why didn't I look at that? Secondary colour is boring black. So it's like the Oppressor Mark II. You know, with the colours, you can colour it up, etc. Make it something interesting. But if you want to make it, into Streethawk, then that's what you've got to do. These wheels as well. Are they the right wheels? Let's have another look at those wheels. I can see them now. These other wheels were rubbish. I mean, not rubbish. I mean, I couldn't see the wheels properly before. So let's have a look at the stock rims. So, looking at Streethawk yet again, Overlord. That's like a Comstar wheel, and that is not what we're looking for. We want exactly what we've got, but with more whitey. Maybe that's it. These are the Snowflake. No, that's Snowflake. It's kind of. I think it's what we've got, but it's just a different colour cartwheel. I mean, what are them? They're all getting too fancy. So for the street stock wheel is kind of it, but again, that's a bit more like a Comstar. Comstar, that's the only kind of wheel I actually know. It's not really like Streethawk. I do think what I've selected is better because you've got solid struts rather than doubles. Have they got grooves in them? Oh, that's difficult to see. Maybe there's different series, but I quite like them black anyway. So they're not. You might want to keep with a stock wheel if you want to go for the kind of look. That's probably more the look of Streethawk. But I'm going to keep with black because black is badass, isn't it? Okay, so that is a mighty fine vehicle, and we're going to exit the MOC now. Do our lap of honour. I have jabbered on, jabbered on enough. Do like and subscribe for my jabber. I hope this has helped you make your decision on which moped to purchase. But I am just going to go and crack off and blow up some more NPCs with my mega missiles. Actually, how many missiles have I got? There's a fort. How many was that? 20? 6. Don't know. I'm getting lost. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. This is an interesting part. 14 is that? 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah. So 20. I just miscounted there. It wasn't 19. It would have been 20. So it's got the same amount of missiles as a Mark II Oppressor. Hooray, that's why it's called the Mark II Oppressor, see? It's just a version of this, but better. Anyway, thanks for watching, thanks for counting me down with the missiles, and I hope you have a most excellent day in GTA. Don't forget to save your pennies for the December DLC, but if you have the submarine, which is on offer this week, then you'll be doing the KO Perico heist and making plenty of cash anyway. Make sure you do that, everyone. Thank you very much for watching.